100 times I tried to talk you off the edge. The storms you're crying always start inside your head. That voice is lying till you're breaking your heart. When you gonna hear from sit tight all night, won't make it any better. Ignite, but you lose sight, and you won't make it any better. Won't make it any better. Won't make it any better. So what's it gonna take to get you alone? Oh, I've been trying, but it's taking too long. So what's it gonna take to get you alone? Oh, I've been calling all night long. Oh, so when you gonna let me in?
What is up, guys? We are so excited to have everyone here today to hear our update call. And that band that you heard right there, that is going to be the first band that is going to be featured on our music builder. Some exciting times that we have coming here, and Dwayne is going to lead us out and talk to you guys about all the updates that we're having and where we are really going with this. So without further ado, let's turn it over to Dwayne.
All right, good Thursday evening right here from Kansas, smack dab in the middle of the USA. Good morning, good evening, good middle of the night, wherever you may be. Our NRGY community, DeFi Nation, NRGY community. Guys, we've got some exciting updates to share tonight. And it's good to see a lot of faces on here. We actually have more people coming on too. This is going to be a good one. This is one that people don't want to miss. So let me give the first update. I want to give the first update. Some people are reaching out and they're asking about Uniswap. And Peter, you might touch on this with me a little bit too. Uniswap just yesterday updated from V2 to V3. Some people are saying, hey, I'm trying to buy or I'm trying to sell and it's not allowing me to do so. And you can still stake through the community builder platform. You can still buy there and you can still stake. Uniswap has a few bugs right now and they are working it out. They said, give us about 72 hours so that V2, the liquidity pools are working to where people can buy and sell in the liquidity pools on V2. We will stay temporarily for a while. We'll eventually convert to V3, but we're going to stay on V2 because there are some bugs on V3, Uniswap version 3, that we want to let them work out. So I think that did I touch on everything, Peter, first of all, on Uniswap? You might add to that, Peter.
Yeah, so essentially what's been going on right now is when you are converting and you're doing your coins, essentially a lot of these coins that are on Uniswap right now, their version 2 into version 3 is an excessive fee too, and that's not supposed to happen. So there are things that Uniswap has to work out, and even when you actually do V2, it's coming up as a negative number. So right now we really want to stress everyone not to do anything, and we, as soon as we have an answer from Uniswap and our devs communicate with them accurately, we will of course get that update to everyone and let everyone know when it is ready to go.
Absolutely. And I'm very confident in Uniswap, guys. Uniswap is the premier exchange for decentralized finance. And they are way ahead of the game when it comes to being an exchange for DeFi. They're the #1 exchange for DeFi. And there's no doubt that they'll get it corrected and get it right, you know, ASAP, because they have a pretty extensive development team, done some amazing things. Guys, the Uniswap coin, just so you guys know, their coin was about $2 or $3 back in January. Their coin today is over $40. Uniswap has had some massive growth because there's really this mass exodus from the centralized exchange to decentralized exchanges. And it's just so much more convenient for people. You know, once you go to decentralized exchange, you won't go back, right? It's pretty awesome because you get to keep it in your wallet. I mean, there's so many advantages. You don't have to sign up for an account. You don't have to log in. You don't have to give up your privacy. All these things that decentralized finance and decentralized exchanges are opening up is simply amazing. It really is. It's amazing to watch. So I'm very confident Uniswap will get it right. Just be patient. Give them a few hours, give them a few days, and the V2 pools will be up. We have talked to some of the other coins. A lot of the coins on Uniswap are going to stay on version 2 for the time being, until, you know, Uniswap gets all the little intricate little bugs worked out of V3, and then eventually we'll be converting over to V3 as well. So that gives you an update on Uniswap. Let's talk about the next thing. Let's talk about Music Builder. How did you guys like that opening music? That is our first band that we talked to about being on Music Builder. Now, they haven't confirmed, Peter, I need to back up and let you know, they haven't confirmed that they're going to be on Music Builder, but they were pretty excited. We had a conversation with them today. And guys, Music Builder is going to be a phenomenal platform. And, you know, they do kind of their alternative rock. I think they kind of have almost like a 70s feel to them. It's almost like a relaxed feel. And so, you know, I'm a fan of all different kinds of music. Many of you guys know I like rock music, but I like a little bit of country, a little bit of rap. I love Christian music. You know, I'm just a fan of music. A Music Builder, I know many of you guys are a fan of music too. A Music Builder is going to really connect people in a way like they never have. It's going to be fantastic for artists, right? Because the music industry is much like the centralized banking industry, right? Where small people control the whole industry. And there's a lot of good bands out there. There's a lot of good singers that they just can't make it big because, you know, they don't do the right favors or they don't know the right people and you know, all those different things. Well, Music Builder is going to allow these artists that normally have to pay to produce their music, pay to get people to listen to their music, and it's gonna flip the script now. They're gonna get paid. They're gonna get paid to produce music. And when they do make it big, when their music gets played in TV shows and movies and, you know, many different avenues, the people that believe in them, their fans, are gonna get a share in their revenues. That is powerful. What's really cool about Music Builder, this is going to excite you guys. So a band's going to be able to put a song up there or an album or whatever they want to put up, an NFT. And for people buying that NFT, they get to share in the licensing revenues that may come from that band, you know, like I said, from TV shows, from movies, from, you know, records, whatever it may be. But they also get to share in the revenues from all the other people that are buying NFTs. So as people buy NFTs in that particular song, as they buy NFTs of that particular song, all the NFT holders in that liquidity pool are going to get a share in those revenues based on whatever their percentage is of that liquidity pool. So it's almost like cash flow, right? It's a cash flow for not only the band, but for the fans that believe in them. Guys, this is going to be so powerful. Why is that so important? Because now I'm a band. I can put up an NFT. I can get paid when people start buying that NFT. I can produce more music. I get to share the love. I get to share my licensing revenue with my fans. And you know what? My fans have every incentive in the world to go out and share that with other people. Tell their friends about it, not just because it's a good music, but because they get paid when people listen to that music, when they introduce other people who buy that NFT. Guys, Music Builder is going to be big. It's going to be much bigger than what you guys can imagine. This is really going to revolutionize, I really believe, the music business. And I'm excited for the possibilities and the potential. You know, you're gonna be able to listen to music. You're gonna be able to listen to see what songs, you know, you want to buy an NFT from, and you think, hey, this, you know, I'd like to share in the licensing revenue. This is a pretty damn good song. I get a share in everybody that's buying that song, that's buying that NFT after me. I get a share in those revenues. And the music will be broken down into categories. You'll have your country, you'll have your rock, you'll have your alternative rock, you'll have your rap, you'll have your Christian music, you have your Christian rock, you'll have all those different things. And guys, this is going to be a big DApp. This is just one of many DApps. The other DApp, the NRGY Bridge, the one that I am so excited on because I'm a trader and I know how disruptive this is going to be to the DeFi and the crypto space. The NRGY Bridge They are busily working away at finishing up the energy bridge as well. Guys, this energy bridge, I truly believe, is going to bring some massive revenue. It's going to allow people to come in, pay 1% to go through the bridge. When they're in the bridge, they'll have their energy wrapped Bitcoin or their energy wrapped Ethereum or their energy wrapped many different cryptocurrencies. When they feel like that's going up, they get a trade with leverage. They get to take that and they get to leverage their cryptocurrency once they're in the bridge. And if it goes up, they make a lot more money. If they feel like it's going down, but they don't really want to leave their position in the actual coin, they just want to accumulate more, they can lock in their dollar amount. And when the coin goes down, they get more of that coin. Now they're going to be able to do this through the energy bridge unlimited. Feel it's going up, they can leverage the coin that they have. Feel it's going down, they can lock in the dollar value. And they're going to be able to do this all through the energy bridge. And then when they want to go back and get their regular Bitcoin or regular Ethereum or whatever other cryptocurrency and exit the energy bridge, trade their energy wrapped Bitcoin for the regular Bitcoin, I should say, or whatever you want to call it, the original Bitcoin, they get to do that. It's all done through a smart contract, and away they go. And they'll pay 1% to enter the bridge and 1% to exit the bridge. The amount of volume, guys, that this could bring is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Binance does $30 billion a day, over 30 billion, sometimes 70 billion or more dollars a day through their platform. Now imagine a technology, a DApp that is so disruptive to the traditional trading space, but also to the DeFi space. Why? Because you got all these gas fees to pay with DeFi. Of course, they're still going to pay those. They're still going to have to pay the gas fees or the exchange fees to actually go get the coin. But now once they have the coin, they can bring it through the energy bridge and they can accumulate more coin through leverage. And if they feel it's going down, they can lock in the dollar amount and accumulate more coin when it goes down. And they're going to be able to do all of this without any fees while they're in the bridge. And then when they exit the bridge, 1%. Now, you talk about the revenues that can bring. Guys, 20% of that revenue goes to energy stakeholders. 20%, any energy stakeholders that have over 25 coins or more staked, they get a share in the revenues. They don't just get a share in the revenues of the energy bridge, they get a share in the revenues of the music builder and many other dApps that are coming up on the energy platform. So I want you to think about this because I don't think people realize how big this truly is. What is energy? What is energy? Guys, I like an energy, and this is example purposes only. Okay, it's similar, but it's not the same thing. How many of you guys know who Berkshire Hathaway is? Turn on your cameras, raise your hand if you know who Berkshire Hathaway is. I got two. Come on, guys, turn on your camera. Raise your hand. Who knows who Berkshire Hathaway is? All right, we got some people raising their hands, okay? For those of you who don't know who Berkshire Hathaway is, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. And I wanna share this with you, okay? Berkshire Hathaway is basically, many of you guys have heard of Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett, okay? Famous investor. Probably one of the best of all time. I really admire Warren Buffett too. I know some people say, well, he's not for Bitcoin or his political position or whatnot. Setting all that aside, guys, setting all that aside. You've got a man in Warren Buffett. I'm going to turn my camera off for a second. And I really try to model my own as an investor myself, because many of you guys know I own multiple different businesses and have a holding company myself. I really try to model myself after him. You know, one thing I like about him, the guy is a humble man. You want to talk about a humble man? That guy does not flash Ferraris. He doesn't flash Lamborghinis. He doesn't flash mansions. In fact, that man lives in the same house that he grew up in Omaha, Nebraska. Now, granted, he's renovated it and whatnot, but he's never forgot his roots. And every single company that Warren Buffett owns, one thing I fully believe in is you pay your people well. How you treat your employees is a direct reflection of how you treat your customers. And Warren Buffett, the companies that he's involved with, all of them are notorious for paying their people well. So set aside all the, well, he's not for Bitcoin or his political position and whatnot. You look at Warren Buffett as a person, you've got a humble man who owns companies that treat their people right and pay their people well. So what is Berkshire Hathaway? Well, Berkshire Hathaway is a publicly traded company that Warren Buffett, of course, owns the majority of shares in. And they own many different holdings. This is just a list of some of the top companies that Berkshire Hathaway owns. They own Bank of America. They own Apple. And I shouldn't say they own it. They own a piece of it. Okay, they own a piece of it. They own a piece of Bank of America, Apple, Coca-Cola, Kraft and Heinz, American Express, Verizon, US Bank Corp, General Motors, Bank of New York Mellon, Wells Fargo, and guys, the list goes on. If you want to go to Wikipedia, you could see all their different holdings. Kirby Vacuum Cleaner, many of you guys have had one of those salespeople out at your house. That's one of their companies. Nebraska Furniture Mart, Pampered Chef. The list just keeps going on and on and on. You'll recognize a lot of these different companies. MasterCard. These are all companies that Berkshire Hathaway owns a piece of. Now, how many shares of stock do you think are in circulation for Berkshire Hathaway? There's about a little over 1.5 million, about 1.5 million. But more importantly, what do you think the price per share of Berkshire Hathaway is? If you had to take a guess, how much do you guys put in the chat? What do you think the price right now of Berkshire Hathaway is? I want to see some chats. I want to see some guesses. Who here, without Googling it, what do you think the price per share of Berkshire Hathaway is? Somebody says 250,000. Any other guesses? Come on, guys, put some in the chat. I got to get people engaged. Peter, what do you think the price, without looking it up, is of Berkshire Hathaway? 1,500, somebody says.
40,000.
1 million. Peter says 40,000. I'm going to show it to you right now. $25? 20,000, Bobby says. 575,000. Guys, Berkshire Hathaway right now is worth, their share is worth a whopping $435,000 a share. $435,000 a share. In fact, I hate doing this. I got to accept these cookie policies to open this up, but I'll do that. We'll look at this chart. Okay. $435,000 a share. In fact, if you look at their chart, this is Berkshire Hathaway. You could have got them. You could have got them back at the beginning of the year. You could have got them for $352,000. And if we look at a 5-year chart, back in 2017, you could have got them for about $216,000. And let's look at an all chart. Back in the 1980s, you could have got them for $1,300, $1,300, around $1,000, $500 back in here. Back in the 90s, you could have got them for around 10 to 20K. 2000s, you could have got them for around 50 to 100K. But today, guys, Berkshire Hathaway is worth $435,000. But more importantly, look how many shares Berkshire Hathaway has. Let's take, let me look at, I don't have an annotate. I'm on Peter's Zoom. He doesn't like the annotate. If you see my cursor right here, guys, they have 1.52 million shares in circulation. About 1.5 million shares in circulation. Now, NRGY isn't the same thing, but it's very similar in concept. NRGY, in a way, is like a decentralized Berkshire Hathaway. It's like a decentralized Berkshire Hathaway. And NRGY only has Guys, right now in circulation as we speak, let's take a look at the circulating supply of energy because I have it right here. It's on your Community Builder DApp. 100,000 energy are currently in circulation. When it's all said and done, after 100 weeks of minting, and right now we're in week 11, the most
Dwayne.
shares. Yeah.
Hey, Dwayne, just so you know, we're seeing the inferior trade calculator. So maybe you're not sharing the right screen.
Oh, the whole time I've been sharing the wrong screen. Hold on, I'm on multiple screens. I apologize.
It's all good.
You should have hollered at me earlier. This is a list of all the different holdings that Warren Buffett owns right here. Okay,
There we go.
Okay, I apologize for that. So it's 435,000 a share. And you can look back in the 80s, you could have got it for $500 to $1,000, you know, 90s, you know, 10 to 20K. And back in the 2000s, you could see the progression of this. And right now it's worth 435,000, 1.5 million. Okay. The circulating supply of energy right now, as we speak, is 100,000 energy in circulation. And when it's all said and done, okay, once all coins are minted, energy mints for 100 weeks. Right now we're in week 11. The most energy that can ever be in existence is a little under 4.4 million coins. And that's if every single coin's minted. Keep in mind, in those later weeks, there's 50,000 coins that are added, you know, each week. So if not every coin is minted in energy, then the circulation could be a lot lower. But even if all coins were minted, less than 4.4 million coins. Not only is there less than 4.4 million coins, you got to keep in mind, people that are staking the coins, when they unstake their coins, there is a 7.5% burn. That 7.5% burn does not go to any admin. It doesn't go to any centralized authority. That 7.5% burn is completely burned and removed from circulation permanently. So that lowers the supply even more and makes energy even more valuable. Now, the reason that I liken energy to Berkshire Hathaway, even though they're not the same, they're similar in concept. People who have at least 25 energy staked, they get a share in all the different revenues from all these multiple dApps that are created. In Berkshire Hathaway, it's the revenues of all the different companies that they hold. But in the decentralized space, it's the revenues from all the decentralized dApps. So as more and more dApps are decentralized, and some businesses, guys, are completely decentralizing their business and going to a dApp. They're creating a decentralized dApp and basically converting their business into a decentralized application for obvious reasons. You know, decentralization is just obviously so much better. And I'm not going to get into all that right now. But guys, when you take into account that you're sharing in the revenues of many different dApps as we grow, just like as Berkshire Hathaway grew and their shares of stock became worth more and more and more and more, what do you honestly think is going to happen to the value of energy? You know, if you have 25 energy staked or more, those coins obviously are going to generate a cash flow, right? Because you get a share in the revenues of the Music Builder dApp, of the Energy Bridge, of many dApps yet to come. Eventually, Genie Signal. We're running an introductory offer for Genie Signal right now, but eventually that will be producing revenue as well. And we have other developers and other businesses that are bringing dApps to the Energy platform. Guys, if energy, and I want to stress, this is for example purposes only. Example purposes only. Okay, it's not to be construed as a guarantee. But the potential for us to do some incredible things Let's just say there was $10 million in revenue that came through NRGY, okay, in a day between all the different dApps. And guys, I do believe the bridge, NRGY bridge alone has the potential to do that. If there was 10 million in revenue, 20% of that would go to NRGY stakeholders. 80% of it, of course, goes to the developers of the particular dApp, whoever owned the dApp. So 20% of 10 million, guys, that's $2 million. Right now, there's about a little over 125 people who have 25 or more NRGY staked. There's not a lot of people who can stake 25 NRGY. Why? Not because of the price, but because of the supply. The supply, there's not that many people, even when it's all said and done, there's not that many people that can stake 25 or more NRGY because of the supply. So let's say that number grows to 1,000 people, okay? For instance, just for example purposes only. 2 million divided by 1,000 would be 2,000 per day in cash flow to those NRGY stakeholders. Now, how do you figure up the valuation of a coin? Well, it's got to, if it's producing that cash flow, I'm going to tell you, there's going to be people that are interested. There's going to be institutions that want to get in on it. So what you have to do is you have to take that times a multiple. $2,000 per day times 365 days a year is 730,000. And you say, okay, well, do I divide that by 25 coins? No. No, traditional Wall Street standards are usually about 26 to 1. But even if you wanted to take it a step down and go, okay, let's take it times a multiple of 10. 730,000 times a multiple of 10, that's about $7 million. Divide that by 25 coins and see what you come up with. The question is, can NRGY become like a decentralized Berkshire Hathaway? Of course, it's a little different, okay? It is different than Berkshire Hathaway, but it's similar in the fact that you get revenues. It's multiple different dApps that are basically owned, that the community owns a piece of. Once again, guys, Berkshire Hathaway went all the way up. Today is valued at over $435,000 a share. 1.5 million shares in circulation. What do you honestly think the value of NRGY could be as the platform continues to be developed out? See, I don't think some people understand what we have here. We really have a tiger by the tail, unlike anything else. And once you start understanding it and you start getting it, you're like, holy smokes, this is much bigger than I even imagined. Guys, we have a great community of people. And, you know, obviously the people who hold a lot of NRGY is not owned by any company, but the people who hold a lot of NRGY, they're the ones that really want to develop out this platform the most, because when they develop out the platform, they get to make the value of what they own that much more, and they get to help out so many more people in the process. It's more than just a financial gain, right? You get that, you're leaving a legacy. You get that feeling like there's nothing better than to make a lot of money, but along the way to be able to help a lot of people out do the same. And that's really what the NRGY community is about. It's about prospering together, right? It's about prospering together. And I think we're going to be able to change a lot of lives with NRGY, just like Berkshire Hathaway changed a lot of lives with their shareholders. Now, leads me to my last update for the night. I'm creating something for you guys. We're creating something that I think is going to be really big. We want to get out to local businesses and local communities, right? And I'm talking about your salon owners, right? Your insurance agents, your real estate agents, your convenience store owners, liquor store owners, restaurant owners, car dealers, people that own a car dealership, all these different people in local communities. Guys, this past year has been rough on them. The chaos of the past year, they're looking for additional streams of cash flow. And not only are they looking for additional streams of cash flow, they are interested in crypto. And some of them have heard about DeFi, some of them haven't. But they will be hearing about DeFi too, decentralized finance. And so we really want to help those businesses, because business, guys, let's face it, small business, medium-sized business is the backbone of not only America, but it's the backbone of the world. And to be able to, you know, that's really a huge target market for NRGY. Those are the kind of guys that have money to put into something that they believe in. They have money to put into something that's going to generate them cash flow. And also, they may have an idea for a DApp, or they might be able to take their business, whatever model they have, and develop a DApp for their business up on the NRGY infrastructure. So what we're creating is, I'm going to create a flyer. Okay, I want to do all the graphics up. I'm going to share with you the letter that I wrote, kind of a letter / flyer that people are going to be able to take to business owners in their local community. They don't have to try to sell them. They just have to say, hey, I want to give you something. I want you to take a look, and just hand it to the business owner. Let it do all the work for you. And on the back end, of course, we'll have a funnel system that they can go through. But let me share with you this letter that I wrote. So, and Peter actually proofread it with me the other day, and he really liked it. So here we go. Free enterprise is the backbone of the world economy, and many businesses have struggled during recent times, especially small business. Now more than ever, business owners are looking for additional streams of income to make additional profits. Many business owners and entrepreneurs have heard about the crypto market and how it is exploding. I would like to tell you about one segment within the cryptocurrency market that experts are predicting will be 10 times bigger than any market ever seen in a millennia. This market is called DeFi, which stands for decentralized finance. Many believe DeFi will be the final nail in the coffin for the centralized banking system and will be the greatest transfer of wealth in history, as we take away the power from the centralized banking system and return it to the people of the world. Right now, there are explosive profits being made in the DeFi market. We believe we have found the Bitcoin of DeFi. In fact, this coin has gone from just a few dollars to hundreds of dollars in just a few weeks. Although there are no guarantees, we believe this coin could potentially go into the thousands and beyond fairly quickly. Since many of you have been hit the hardest with the chaos over the past year, we want to give you the chance to be one of the very first to learn about this coin before the masses, so you can position yourself ahead of the trend with the potential to make some incredible life-changing profits. There are tremendous profits to be made with this amazing DeFi coin, and sharing it with others through our community builder DApp, decentralized application, which allows you to earn weekly rewards through staking, as well as earn instantaneous rewards for growing our community. In addition to all this, there is also the ability to have your very own DApp, decentralized application, created to generate even more cash flow for your business, as well as sharing the revenues from all the other businesses that have created dApps upon this amazing DeFi platform. This is much bigger than you could ever imagine. Would you like to learn more about how this DeFi market can bring immediate additional cash flow and expand your business? Now, I have at the end here, if so, respond and we will schedule a private presentation with you where all your questions can be answered. We anticipate a huge response. The sooner you respond, the sooner you can start earning and get positioned ahead of the masses for potential explosive profits. What we're looking to do, though, is to basically have a funnel system where you can have your own funnel system that listed at the bottom of this flyer, where it'll drive them to the funnel system that will present to them. And then when they say, okay, this is something I want to do, I need somebody to help walk me through. Maybe I need to know about how to get crypto. Maybe I need to know how to download the MetaMask wallet. We'll have a team of people that will actually, the business can schedule their appointment, and then the team of people will, of course, meet with them on Zoom and walk them through and get them set up for staking. And when they stake, of course, you guys are able to earn the community builder rewards for helping grow the community. And the reason I really like that market, guys, think about this. Small business owners and medium-sized business owners, not only are they the backbone of the world economy, those guys know a lot of other people. They know other business owners, and they have a ton of customers. They have the regular customers that come through their door all the time. They're gonna be able to share this. They're gonna share this out, you know, much more than just your average Joe. So I'm really excited for what we have with NRGY, guys. You know, once again, I really believe it's in a way like a decentralized Berkshire Hathaway. And I want you guys to know the power of what we have. So Peter, I'm going to turn it over to you to say a few last thoughts. And I want to thank you guys for coming here to this update tonight. It's been a good one.
I think it's really exciting what we have here. And I think you guys are starting to see the actual potential of what NRGY has and what it will bring for the future and, of course, the present. And you know, we're not talking about months and months from now. We're talking about weeks from now, where this will be in place and be ready, and we will be deploying it live. And it's going to be really, really exciting. So we really want you guys to drive the traffic to our presentation on Saturday, because it'll be a really, really good presentation that you can use to share with others, and we can go from there. So thank everyone so much for your time. We appreciate you joining on the update call, and we will see you on Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Have a great day or night. We'll talk to you soon. Live out.